Hey, stop the cap, stop the cap. Hey, this is one of these review videos. I know, have you seen a lot of these other review videos on YouTube for Caravan Stories made by Aiming on November 29th, 2017, initially released on the PlayStation 4. It's a MMO RPG, very similar to, I would say, Final, not like Final Fantasy VII, but it has that theme, kind of like the Suikoden series, and recruiting people, building a fortress. But in this sense, you're building a traveling caravan. What you see in the background there. The game was released on Apple, iOS, Android, Microsoft Windows, Switch, surprisingly, and a PS4. But since I had it downloaded in the PlayStation for years, the reason I'm also making this video is because they're going to end service, unfortunately, within the 13 days of this month. After, I guess, it's failed on building revenue. There wasn't a lot of promotion on this game for the first, when it first came out. It was one of those MMO gotcha. It's also a gotcha MMO RPG. So it's a very unique situation. It plays like an MMO, and then when you have enemy encounters, you transfer into the battlefield, and you can have you have a party maxed out about, I believe 5 or 6, but we'll see right now. We're gonna log in, okay? I think one of the amazing features about this game is you can go AFK, and when you log in, you also get daily rewards logins. So these are the phantasm currency. You get 300 a day for logging in. That's Polka. He's your basically avatar companion. If you play Genshin Impact, everyone's familiar with Paimon. He's basically your Paimon of the game. And you also get login bonuses for materials as well. And so over here, it's a very overpowered area. But, of course, if there's other players around, you can also join other players that play this game. You can also build guilds in this game. So if you see on the right-hand corner with the blue chest that's shaking with L3, that's your AFK reward. So when you go AFK in any field, press down on that, and you see that one of my characters already leveled up. And then the max levels to level up is 30. You could break that level depending on your tier if you have the anima materials for the characters, and also the currency to level them up. But also you can evolve your characters from tier 1 to tier 6, and I suggest once you get to tier 6, that's when you start breaking the levels for the characters, because they'll be more powerful at the time. So I'm going to show you the caravan right now. This is what the caravan looks like when you go AFK. You can install different facilities, such as the crystal pump. That's one of your that's one of your current in-game currencies to build materials and stations for your caravan. The story of Caravan Stories takes place in Iyar. If I pronounce that right, it's Iyarr. So when you have the crystal pump for your resources and your gold pump, you could do a bulk collection at the same time you're collecting all of your currency within that time. Okay, and also a really funny thing is in the game with the characters that you collect, you also celebrate birthdays, and also the day that you're using that character, all their stats go up. Unfortunately, the game only has Japanese voice actors, which I don't mind, but it would have been great to hear something as English voice actors like we do for Genshin Impact and all these other games. The important thing every time is every time when you log in, you talk to the characters in the caravan that you collect. You collect anima. Anima is currency that you gain for your characters in order for them to evolve to the next phase. So I could show you what that looks like right now. So let's say you go to evolve. Right now I have like about 14 people I could evolve. So this was my main avatar for the human race. He's level 6. You can see that I broke his level cap to 32, and that was that. I think that's the max I could level him up to. Oh no, you go to level break. I'm sorry. So when you go to level break, you can see right there, I need to collect about 49 more anima resources in order for him to break another level, for him to level up, for his stats to go up. And every time you use the only thing I don't like about the game is the way you have your party members when you fight against certain enemies. The more evolved players you have, it goes by a number. It goes by a number stat that he have. So let's say you have evolution for this person. Each character has a different level stat. So for instance, for this character, Amitro, his battle points is 2,518, okay? 2,518. You put him on your party, it builds, it has to stack up. So let's say we found my main character, the human avatar. So he's maxed out to level to tier 6. He's also broke 2 more levels. So his max points is going to be 13,859, right? And then you also have a level up grid with your equipment, as you can see here. So also in the game, because it's gacha, you also get random you get random weapons for the different tiers. So obviously you start off with your tier 1 weapon every time you start the game, and every time you basically roll for your gacha, you can either get your level 6 weapon, a level 5 weapon, and so you usually get anything from level 3 to level 6. It's really rare that you get level 6 equipment. I was really lucky to get this for my main character, since he was the first character that I used as my avatar. Also, the very unique thing is it's kind of like Octopath Traveler, or if you play Saga Frontier on the PlayStation 1, you could select from multiple different races and gender, and basically once you conclude those stories, which are not very long or dragged out, then you consolidate all the missions, and you knock off all the story missions, so you can get evolution materials for your characters, or just to either recruit them. Sometimes you have story modes where you have to do a certain amount of missions and you recruit them. Obviously, the lower tier characters that you do story modes with, that are story mode side quests, you can recruit them earlier if they're a lower tier character as well. I could show you what that looks like once I leave, and then let's go. And then also you have a world map. If you have a world map installed in your caravan, you can fast travel everywhere. Okay, so that's one thing you could do. So let's do that. Let's see. Warp. Here we go. Oh, go ahead. So we can go to that station to show you where all the characters are. Go right here. Cool thing about this game is since everything is interactive, because this was also released for Windows and all that, so when you saw the Caravan Stories menu, it kind of acted like a mouse and cursor. Anywhere you point on the map, the character will run towards that area. And it's also really useful since you really don't have like a running button. You don't hold down anything to run faster. This is just the speed you're going, but once you have the cursor and you're going from one place to another, the character will move, and you just have your you can just put the controller down. As you can see here, this is my current caravan. I'm on the Gessie race. That's how you pronounce it. They're like a really furry people. They're like basically the mammal. It's basically they're a mammal race. They're like a mixed mammal race. All right, so this is your origin reincarnation officer. So this is where you go choose your character that you want to start your quest with or story with. Okay. And every time you reincarnate into another character, once you max out the story, the potential story of those the races that you pick, you don't lose any progress. You gain all the progress. You have all your characters that you recruit, and you can revisit your race at any time. So, yeah. So first, let me get my login bonuses. This is also part of your login bonuses. And you also get daily missions, weekly missions. Unfortunately, a lot of the missions, like the dual missions, on certain multiplayer aspects, see where it says Clash. Unfortunately, to get certain currencies to move forward with your level upgrade is very limited. So all this stuff is saying out of season, off season, off season, out of season. Meaning they cancel that all together. Coliseum is a daily thing. CSC is a daily thing. Tribal War is a seasonal thing. But no one plays CSC. It's a multiplayer like Caravan tank game, and Coliseum is more like a PvP. It's like the only PvP type of versus that you have. But I think it's just they take other people's accounts and they either use their AI to go against their AI counterparts, or you go after, versus AI counterparts, and then duel is more of like the PvP one. But yeah, so I'll show you what this looks like. I can see it. I'm trying to reincarnate with the races. And it's funny, they won't let me show the races that I could pick. Oh well. That's why it's gonna get canceled in a few days. Let's see. Okay, so that means I already maxed out my races. I'm unable to switch right now because I went through older story modes. But I can show you what the party looks like. So this is form. So this is the current form I have right now. This is not my main party, but this is like the party I use to grind when I'm AFK. And there's different formations. So every formation has different perks. You know, if you played certain games like Last Regiment and other tactical RPGs or other JRPGs, each formation has different perks. Box is a very defensive one. You can see you have minus 5.5 damage reduction. Free fight, like a free for all. It's more like a blitz, but you have more HP when you do this. Pyramid, certain characters have power defense, certain characters have power attack, magic attack boost, and also you have magic attack boost for certain numbers on the grid. I think this is the 1-0 that I have right now for my characters. All magic attacks are up by 5%. Hero assist. This is for my main character. The main character that I have now. Number 4 gets 20% damage increase since he's my most powerful character. This is also Anchor. This is if you have a complete DPS team. All power attack is 5.5. So you can see offensive line. You can see how the person in the front lines will get 12% damage reduction. So you will want someone that's a reliable tank on that front line. And this is Royal Guard. If you have someone of value, buffing your team, healing your team, someone that's really important, and the rest of the line you'll have to basically have pretty good beefed up characters to hold the line because it's called Royal Guard. So I'll switch over to my regular team and show you some battle. This is the daily battles we have for the hero trials. So you get points and currency to buy materials in the game. So and it doesn't matter if you pick easy, normal, or veteran, you're going to get the same amount of currency at the end. And every time you do a daily on battle, you basically fight a monarch from a particular race that are recruitable in the game. So right now we're fighting like the Elven King. So as you can see with the buff that I currently have, from my formation, I'm just basically cutting through these guys like nothing. Right now in this game I have a Necromancer, 2 healers, a Beast character. You can also recruit Beast in the game. The beast that I'm using is a cat-like creature who grants defensive properties and armor and buffs. So you have buffers, you have also people that debuff. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. You collect beasts in the game as well. You collect different types of beasts. There's different types, just like in Pokemon or games you play like in J-Cocoon. Where you have ghosts or beasts, different types of beasts from different categories like sea creatures, forest creatures, land creatures, insects, arachnids, even snakes. You also get some mythical creatures as well, which is pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure you could also recruit those Manticores. I think I've seen a actual MMO character having one. Yeah, but once this battle is over, I can show. There's always people in front of the hero admin building where I'm doing this trial right now, and you'll basically be able to see like how buffed up their accounts are compared to my account. So the goal for this hero trial is to defeat at least 5 enemy waves. Right now I'm at number 9. So regardless of what happens, if let's say if I'm already past my cap and the boss and the enemies on the other side defeat me, it won't be considered a loss. I will still gain all the rewards, and it will still be considered a win. Because I passed the threshold. Now, if you don't pass the threshold, and I had like about 3-4 wins before my team gets wiped out, then you lose. And then I think you only get like the bare minimum amount of the rewards. Oh yeah, so also when you played this game in the battle, you could control your characters with triangle and have them all coordinate. They could all rally at one point. If you feel the team is not doing proficient teamwork. You have the auto feature where if it's like on auto 1 without being highlighted, they just do their normal attacks. They don't do their abilities. Their abilities have cooldown times, as you can see. So when you have auto 1, they will only do this when they're encountering their enemy and use their abilities while they're finally engaging the enemy. So they'll do a couple attacks and then do their ability. If you go to auto 2, they're going to start with their abilities from the jump, then start attacking with the regular attacks. I always go auto 2 because I rather just have the advantage if I know I'm strong enough. Pretty much I would be auto 1 highlighted if I was against someone that was easier. And there you go. That's that. So as you can see, this character named Well, this is a good example of a very seasoned character. You see that he has 404, 912 battle points. And his guild is called Nightwolf. That's his guild info. And yeah, some of these guys is funny because like this is it's pretty much a dead game with wasted potential. But it's funny how they say if you're inactive for 5 days, you're instantly kicked. But I'm also thinking because it's so sensitive of how dire people are really playing this game, the ones that are playing this game, and they just want to max out and have as much potential as they can. You also get special guest characters in the game for events. Of course, these events are no longer able to get acquired, but this one maxed out his version of Yukimura Sanada, a character that's very familiar in Japanese history, and also the Samurai Warriors of Orochi games. And then as you go down, you can see all these other unique characters that are in the game. So every time you evolve your characters, they change into their most evolved form. Every time you do break, you just break their level cap. So in the game, you have dwarves, elves, and Gessies, like the beast people, orcs, and humans. And of course, you can recruit monsters. So let me get down to that. So yeah, see, this is a level 1. So this guy also, had recruited different monsters in the game. And also, the funny thing about this game, you can also get costumes for your beast characters as well. And then, so should we add friend? No, you're good. I don't need you. But yeah. And also, every time you do a battle or you go into another town or you go through a pub, anytime you go through another domain where it's a loading screen, you're able to talk to the people in your caravan to collect the anima currency for them to level up. So the more you build your caravan, I think for each floor is 10 animas check-ins for a day. So for me, I will be able to do this 30 times a day until the reset. We have a daily reset online at 12 midnight. So just like how if you play Destiny or Genshin, they have different times where the game resets. I think for Genshin Impact is 1:30. Destiny is like 10 o'clock or 9:30 in the morning. I know it changed like a while ago. Let's see what else we got here. Also, we got when you install different stuff, you get different perks. So this is a prey spear. This thing gives you random materials daily. If you are able to play the game in early morning and also late afternoon, you're able to use the prey spear twice a day. I think it has like an 8-hour or 12-hour cooldown. Yeah. So we got that. We also got training capsules. If you're able to install training capsules, you're able to train your characters. So right now, I'm gonna train my characters. It also depends on what level your characters are at. So you're able to max out their training capabilities. So think of it like Dragon Ball, where they're in that the gravity chamber or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. It's been a while since I've seen any Dragon Ball, but it's a great tool to use for if you want to beef up characters that you want to have potential people in your party. Let's see. Anyone this training capsule? No. So who do we got? Who can we put in here? The Joey? No, we're not gonna put the Joey in there. Well, before I put someone in the training capsule, so the good thing you can always do before you do the training capsule is you want to make sure you go to your fortune box, open it. You get a daily pull of 4-star characters or equipment daily. I think they maxed out mines, all the characters that I could get, but this is what it looks like. All right. So this is the daily ticket that you get. So this is what it looks like when you draw the daily ticket every day at 12 midnight when it resets. So you get the 3-star equipment, you get 10 anima for a character. That's great for evolution purposes. And you get either 4-star or 5-star weapons. If you have repeats of these weapons, it's fine. You could refine the weapons, basically make your weapons stronger, just like you do in Genshin Impact or other games where you craft or use anything to enhance your weaponry. If you have to up your magic probabilities or properties or your attack power. And this for the Phantasm gems that I use, you get 300 a day. This is probably going to be one of the last pulls for the month. I probably have a couple more, but this is what it looks like when you draw the Phantasm gems. So this is after you get 3,000, you could draw 10. And as you can see, I got a 5-star equipment for my dwarf avatar, which is great. And the rest you can see are just status quo, anima, currency, and 3-star, 4-star weapons. Okay, and you also get a premium. You also get a what do you want to call it? You get premium points. With premium points, you could buy 5-star weapons or different equipment. So I'm gonna go to character. I'm gonna go to equipment. This is my what do you call it? A dwarf avatar. He's pretty cool. His specialty is stunning other people. He stuns the enemy with his attacks. Each character has different types of skills. Obviously, my human avatar has DPS. Hook has buffing. Veronica, who's one of my favorite characters, she's a necromancer. Obviously, I leveled up her stuff as much as I can. I can't max out her skills right now because I need to install a skill lab. Once you install a skill lab, you're able to once you're able to upgrade it. What do we call it? Yeah. Right now, I would need 30,000 of these gems. Right now, I'm at 19,000, and you also need different materials, chip nuts, and what else was it? And rare nuts. And then they will just tell you, it's like, okay, this is going from level 3 to level 4. The max level is going to be level 5. So usually when you have level 5, you're able to max out the tier of your skills. I think your tier for skills are up to like 10 or 12. Something around that line. And here I am collecting more anima for more characters. Another cool thing you could do is customize your caravan. Your caravan has hit points, battle points. What I try to do is I try to put as many weapons as possible. As you can see, you can also level up the guns. They all have different properties. You have the freeze gun that freezes your characters. You have the poison gun that poisons your characters. You have the the lightning gun, which stuns your character, so it makes them dizzy. The mortar gun. This is like a heavy damage gun. Right now, this is my first 4-star gun, so this just conducts heavy damage. Any ornaments in the game, they're just for designing purposes, but the more you level them up is for defense, so it raises your battle points. So these are for more defensive qualities and also cosmetics. Yeah, and the shotgun cannon I got right here, obviously is for like high damage if the enemies are close to the caravan. Also, one thing to let you know, if your battle party goes down, is not a total wipe until your caravan goes down. So if the enemy attacks the caravan and destroys your caravan, it's game over. If your party is still alive and someone is able to hit a direct attacks at the caravan while your party is still active and they take down the caravan, it's also game over. It's also a wipeout because technically your caravan is your is the end all be all castle. So it's very important to have those battle points. Raise them as much as you can. A cool thing about the game is you have raids. Raids are important. You could travel to them. You could fast travel to these raids. I could see if let's see if there's any really. Let's see if there's an easy one. Maybe this is an easy one. But of course, when you complete a raid, you get materials. This is one of the waypoints you get. So every time you see one of these waypoints and they're red, you just walk up to them, and they go from red to blue, and they activate. Every time you hear this theme, you know it's a raid. So every time you hear this weird chant, and also when you have guild members. When it says "Please help me," you just go to your guild members, press X. You get 6 points for currency for reducing time for advancing their caravan, improve basically like a construction of their caravan. I already did this. Oh, also my caravan has just leveled up. My adventure rank has leveled up. So you can see there I get materials. Also, when I finish the Coliseum, you get materials. So to level up your characters. So let's see what I get here. I think this is for your grid. Yeah. So this is to raise up your HP, magic attack, obviously defense, and also attack. Yeah. So it's always good to get these materials when you have like the grind. So you can see you also get cosmetics for everything once you finish the hero trials. Oh yeah, so this is spirit fragments. So these fragments are really important. These are usually used to evolve your characters from level 5 to level 6. So you want to make sure you have as much of these guys as possible. That's they give me a lot right there. Oh, these are pretty cool. These are scrolls. So yeah, if you use any of these scrolls, they give you buffs to give you more buffs for currency. So let's see if there's a raid one. So here's a raid one right now. I'm gonna do a raid. So that means I'm gonna get double the rewards going to the raid, whether I win or lose. So let's go here. Oh, I only got 18 minutes to defeat this guy. Lucky for me, I'm gonna use my person that buffs the team. Yeah, the character I got, who's she's an elf android. She's all the way in the back. I use her to basically speed up the process of the attacks. And she's right here. She's highlighted. That's her special ability. Every time she uses her ability, she speeds up your allies. Just attack on the cooldown. Well, not only she cuts down the cooldown time, but she also conducts haste on them. So what you want to do is you want to make sure we defeat the raid boss as fast as we can. The main story concept of the game is you have all these guys from different races. They all have to defeat these type of basically I don't even know what you really call them, but they are basically these creatures that come from another realm, and they randomly start attacking anyone. So it doesn't discriminate race, and a lot of these races that you pick, we'll call them demons. A lot of them are like these type of demons. So these demons that come from different realms, just come into this world and start attacking each member of the different race. And then a lot of these races in the game, just like anything else, like in the real world, there's political intrigue, there's alliances, and the problem is, like, you know, not everyone can get along, and some others could get along. And, you know, a lot of people collaborate with each other, and there's also certain people that are very prejudiced against each other. But until these demons start showing up, now it's giving them a reason to unify their coalitions and their races, to put rest the demon threat, or the demon surge that's going on. So as you can see here, every so few turns, it attacks, the demon boss attacks. So it does an all-out attack, meaning that it attacks everything on the field within the square. So the problem is, you want to defeat the boss before it wipes out your team and before it wipes out your caravan, especially before it wipes out your caravan, because your caravan has only a limited amount of battle points. But yeah, the main reason, like I said, I played this game is I love, playing games like Ready Ada Stories, Suikoden. What's another good game? Any JRPG where you basically collect an abundant amount of people for party members. It's always, for me, it's always very rewarding. Saga Frontier, that's, like I said, like, that's another classic one. That's another game where you start off different perspectives from different characters, and they all have a basically unified purpose at the end of the day. Yeah. So what's another good game? I would say Xenoblade also. Xenoblade is another game where, I mean, of course you don't collect as much as Caravan Stories, but you do collect a good amount of characters that will join your cause, whether it's endgame or in-game story. Yeah, so as you can see right now, we're getting closer to defeating this boss. Making sure my healers are healing everyone. Yeah, a thing that I don't like about the game is you can't heal your caravan, so whatever battle points your caravan has is what they have. Yeah, right now I'm just praying for my caravan to DPS. Yeah, every time you see like those lightning bolts or different lightning attacks happening, it's coming from my caravan attacking it as well. So, of course, when you have your equipment, oh, and we won the raid. Look at that. Excellent. Successfully defeated it. I knew I was going to do that. Okay. That's awesome. And then you get rewards. Join the raid. Boom. You get your equipment, and let's see what else we got here. You also get rewards for defeating the raid as well. And when I talk about evolving those characters, let's see what characters I could evolve. So it's characters I don't have to lose sleep on. Let's see. Yeah, we'll evolve it. So I'll evolve Imitro. The cool thing about every time you evolve a character, they get different outfits. So if you don't like the outfit that they have, you can always go back to their previous one. Yeah. So let's say I went to one of my other characters. He has a really gnarly one. Where is he at? Oh, here we go. There's one over here called Miro. So, for whatever reason, Miro has all this stuff. So, Miro could either... He can either wear this one, or have him wear this one. I like that one. That's not bad. This one's pretty cool. And then, you can't see their evolved forms until you fully evolve them, but I like this one a lot more. No, not this one. This one looks more happy. And then, yeah, we'll go see that one. We'll see if I can evolve my other character. Right now. And of course, like all this stuff costs money. But there are also dungeons where you collect a lot of gold. There's gold dungeons where you collect so much bar of gold. I think the max amount you can stay in there is about 40 minutes. And you can see the evolution of these characters' battle points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them be put in this my level up, my AFK level up team right here. Let's see where it is. Where's my AFK team? Oh yeah, it's right here. So just put them here. Oh, my other character. Oh, here we go. So I got that going on. And you know, every few minutes or like every hour or so, you can always do the bulk collect. So you're growing your currency as you go. You don't have to be AFK to get anything. You get experience, and particularly the only thing you get when you actually play the game, when you finished any battle, you get just regular materials, experience points, and currency. But all the crystals you have to make sure that either the crystal pump or you have to complete certain missions in order to advance. Okay. Yep. Maxed out my storage. Also, the more you level up your storage, the more materials you can have. So yeah, so right now I can only hold on to 2200, but stuff like this I don't need. You just delete them, or you can also do like a bulk delete, where you just select a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff that you don't need. Okay. Press triangle, X, and then just sell it. Also, if you want to build up your currency, you can sell those old weapons that you don't need anymore. So, but also if you want to refine your weapons, that's fine too. But I always keep one of everything, just in case if I do get a character, a new character in my party. unless I know the character already has their maxed out like a 5-star or 6-star weapon, then I just delete them. Like for instance, like she has her best weapon, one of her best weapons right now as a healer. He doesn't need it. This guy too, he doesn't need that. Doesn't need that. So you guys get pretty much the idea of how the game is, and we'll see if we could defeat this guy. No, we're not gonna fight him. Oh yeah, also, if you see these beasts and they have like a red dinosaur jaw, like that's the ones that will be aggressive and they will attack. The ones without it, they won't attack you. But I'll show you a battle right now with one of my best characters, with my best team. So I'm at 61k, so I should be able to smoke this guy like no problem. Oh. There we go. I know the battle could look a little chaotic at times, but it also depends on the way you have your formation. As you can see from my main hero, he's more of the tank character. With his attack, not only that he has full DPS, but he also has a skill that's enhanced. That's with his a perk, which is called Provoke, where you basically attack all the enemy's attention to you. So of course, if I beef up his defense and his attack power, he becomes a very reliable tank for your party. Especially if you have the characters that will buff you to do damage reduction, or you have Pook, the dog, who buffs your characters for offense only, is really good. And you can see we're about to put the baby to sleep with this guy right here, Mr. Pokey. I like how my little cat character yawns every time we win. Definitely my spirit animal for sure. And yes, you can have even your beast characters once you unlock that part of the game to have them follow you. You can have different beasts that follow you in the game. But let's see where to go. Oh yeah, let's do a story. Someone's story. Okay. Let's go see Marvis. I guess we got to unlock a mission. Also, you get different missions when you're in different towns. Every time you go to a different town, you get different missions. So you can see this guy right here. He's in the this is part of the dwarven location, the dwarf region. So he has a quest. So you can see a Heart War, First Line Defense parts, but we're going to be abandoned peace. Lost one. Okay, so not everyone gives you a quest, but it's very important to talk to everybody if you're going to be playing the game, because they're either going to give you quests or they're going to give you materials. So he gave me materials right now, which is great. And this takes a while too. After you defeat a boss raid, you get the rewards, and then you also get a record. So got my rewards. I already defeated these raid bosses. So let's go back and see what Marbis wants. And every time you complete certain quests or certain parts of the story mode, you get to unlock more story modes for other characters. Whether you're recruiting them or you're basically working on progressing on their evolution traits. Yeah, so this is just, to keep you guys on the loop. If you guys are able to take a knack at this game for the next couple of weeks and check it out for yourselves, it's definitely a different type of gaming experience. I definitely had fun over the years playing the game on and off, but the payoff was pretty well. Having a lot of my characters beefed up and progressing through the story. Like I said, like a lot of the perks I didn't like. One of the perks I really didn't like was obviously the battle point system. I'm a firm believer of leveling up your character up to like the max amount of levels you can, and then it's like more linear. But I also like the tier system as well. But let's have a leveled up tier system and able to have defeat certain enemies. The only reason I say that is because since you can't do the dual Coliseum, you can't progress with certain abilities or upgrades to increase your battle points. So you're basically are being gatekeeped. There's gatekeeping to progress your max potential. So luckily, before I guess the dual system was canceled, a lot of these guys are able to abuse the dual system to advance their characters. Level 5, level 6 weapons, max them out. At the time, you could buy Phantasm gems, but it's been a good amount of years when you can't buy the Phantasm gems because Amy just took they had no faith, further faith in the game. And it just basically became a free-to-play game where you have the daily logins for the Phantasm gems instead of buying them. I'm going to speed this up a little bit just to show you what the story advancement would look like. So follow Morbus. Where's Morbus? And he's going to be in one of the buildings. Yep. And also to have an indicator when you're looking for the characters you're helping complete the story mode, they'll be on the map, so you'll be able to locate them right there. The progression, let's see. Let's go to, so we'll go down here to story. So you can see all the different races we have here. You also have other unique races, like ancients and dragons. But we're never gonna see them because I guess they stopped progressing the game to advance the game to get more characters. They just stopped everything altogether to see if you're able to complete these missions along the way. Then every time you see a portrait with a mission, you get either a cutscene or there's also a cutscene, and it can also be. Well, you're guaranteed recruiting them once you see a portrait of them. But if you can also get cutscenes in between these guys to advance into their own personal story. So, for instance, we see Morbus. So you can see I already recruited him early in the game, and we have only a couple more missions left for him to go. So I hope you guys understand this game and